losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches.
Hey tankers, Banzi Duck here. I just thought, take a look at the new updated crew perks that are coming in. So I'm on the common test server here, just logged in and thought I'd take a look and you can see what's going on. So updated crew perks. New perks have been added and some old ones have been replaced or improved. Wow. Each qualification now contains 6 unique perks, some of which are brand new. On top of them, you can also train 3 group perks: Brothers in Arms, Concealment, and Repairs. Firefighting. Wait a minute, hold on. Brothers and 3 group. Train 3 group perks: Brothers in Arms, Concealment, and Repairs. Oh, and Firefighting is now available on the radio operator. Okay. Some less used perks have been replaced by new ones, while others have been improved to make them more competitive. Let's see. Okay. Crew members can no longer train more than 6 perks in their major qualification. Any XP earned over this limit is compensated with crew bucks. Okay. This limit means experienced crews can no longer train all available perks, making for a fair game. Is it really going to be a fair game? I don't know. Choose your perks wisely. After reaching the 6th perk limit, crew members will continue to earn XP, which will be compensated by universal guides for use on other crews. So as you get to the 6th perk, then you just start earning XP that you can use to buy universal guides, I guess. Okay. If several crew members have the same qualification, the effects of all their perks are averaged. For a perk to work at 100%, it must be fully trained by all crew members with the same qualification. So if you have 2 loaders, they both got to be fully loaded for the, say, safe stowage. Otherwise, it works at, let's see, qualification effects of their perks are averaged. So the average between 90 and 12%. Okay. That kind of negates the fact, right? Because it was before you could train one crew member if you had 2 loaders full in tuition, the other one at safe stowage, and that gave you 100%. So I'm not sure I like that one, but we'll see. Crew members with multiple qualifications can train bonus perks for their additional qualifications. These bonus perks do not contain XP and do not count towards the perk limit. Okay, crew members with multiple qualifications can train bonus perks. So you couldn't just sit at 6. You had to figure out a way to give somebody some extra stuff, right? Is that what I'm hearing? The perk reset operation now also resets 0 perks, but their benefits still remain. They still remain with a 0 perk? I'm not sure. Okay. You will have a grace period in which you can make unlimited free perk resets. So you get 30 days after you log in, right? After this whole 1.26 comes into effect, you get 30 days, right, from the first login. The grace period begins today and will reset and will last 30 days. Try different perk combinations and stick to what suits your play style best. All right. So the day you log in and start this little experiment, you got 30 days. After the grace period ends, the first perk reset you make for each existing new crew member will be free. After the grace period ends, the first perk reset you make for each existing or new crew member will be free. So really get 31 tries. Okay. So in looking at the different tanks and different perks, let's just go to a straightforward tank, the Type 54. And let's just look at some perks. Now, obviously, this crew doesn't have their, I'm building this crew again. If I look at my Object 140, here's a crew that is fully trained and working on their 6th perk, right? So if you go into the major qualifications for, say, your commander, all right? Now, this is just the commander. This is not the radio operator. This is just the commander, because the radio operator is its 2nd qualification, and at least in the 140, right? So he's a commander first, radio operator second. So all the radio operator perks fall under the special bonuses. But you have your brothers in arms, you have repairs, concealment, recon, and then you have emergency. When fully trained, increases crew efficiency bonus by 5% for 15 seconds after receiving damage from an enemy. Okay, you got your mentor, coordination. When fully trained, increases aiming speed by 12.5% for 15 seconds after you spot the enemy vehicle. Okay, sound detection. And then we have practicality. When fully trained, decreases consumable countdown time by 10%. That's a must need. I think that's a must have. Now, you can retrain these. As you remember, most everybody got 6 cents, right? 6 cents as a zero perk, right? All the commanders got it. They don't even list it anymore. It's not even showing up over here anymore. It's just all commanders got it, right? So if we were to retrain this guy, okay, let's back out one. If we were to retrain him, oh, reset for free, right? I guess, yeah, you could accelerate the training too. If we were to reset this guy for free, make sure you select free. You can see that obviously 6 cents is not listed. You don't get the choice of selecting cents anymore, but you didn't anyway. But it was always listed up there, right? At least over here in the qualification as their zero perk. So, you know, of course, I like brothers in arms, repairs, concealment, recon, and then you get, you know, I got 2 more to choose from. I like the practicality. That's 100% now. And then these are timed. You know, this one's timed. This is a mentor. This one's timed. And then, you know, sound detection. So, you know, aiming speed for 15 seconds after you spot a vehicle. Now, that's not bad. You know, this one for 15 seconds after you've received damage, you know, you can, you know, that might help in like a, you know, when you're in a close quarter battle. So, you know, we'll go with that one. You know, I think you could choose either two. I'm not here to tell you which ones to pick. You know, I just think that you can make the decision, right? Coordination or, you know, crew efficiency. You got to deselect one to see what the changes are, right? So, or so that's where we're at right now with a gun loading time of 5:15, and then 5:04, and then that stays at 5:15, but my aim time goes down. So I think you need the reload in those cases. All right, so now for his second qualification, the bonus perks. A lot of these are timed anyway, and situational awareness, right? Okay, so when it's a secondary qualification, that becomes a perk or a bonus qualification. And then, of course, you have jamming or side by side. When fully trained, increases the crew efficiency by 2.5% at a distance of less than 15 meters from an allied vehicle. Again, that might not be bad. Okay. But if we come back here, I've already trained these guys here, which already dropped my gun loading time to 5.4 seconds, right? If I come back here, side by side, it makes it 5.9 seconds. So I gain time. That doesn't seem right, does it? No, it doesn't seem right. Why would I gain time? You know, 0.05 seconds. Seems weird, but then again, it's only 5:15. So I'm not quite sure, you know, if we select that and then we come over here, now I'm losing, I get 0.08, whereas before, no, I had 0.08. It just doesn't make sense. Side by side should be a perk. Well, I guess I got to train it. If I train it, does it show up? Okay, now it does. So 0.08 minus for emergency perk, and then 0.05 for the side by side. So it's a cumulative. Now, granted, that's only for 15 seconds after I get shot or something like that. And then the third one, you can go with firefighting, you know, which most people have as, you know, their far off perk on some vehicles. Jamming, when fully trained, decreases the time your vehicle remains spotted by 1 second. So that would be good for a light. Signal interception, when fully trained, decreases the time to determine whether your vehicle has been spotted by the enemy. Okay. So it must shorten the 6 cents before it goes off. Effect improves the commander's special 6 cents feature, speeding up its activation. Okay. So by 0.75 seconds, so 3/4 of a second. Now, what is it? I think 3 seconds after you're spotted, it goes off. So it would be 2.25 seconds. Bing, it would go off. That would be good for a light. That would really be good for a light. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Okay. Communications expert. When fully trained, the crew efficiency bonus by 2.5% if the amount of damage you assist exceeds the vehicle's initial hit points. Exceeds your vehicle's initial hit points. So you do more damage in your vehicle, you get 2.5% crew efficiency, but you have to do that first. So not real sure. So I might go with the signal interception. You know, anything to help you figure out that you've been spotted quicker, right? If we look at the gunner, fairly standard, things, not much increased. The armor, though, when fully trained, reduces the ranges of potential damage and potential penetration by plus or minus. Am I reading that? By plus or minus 5%, decreases gun dispersion by 1.5%. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then you got quick aiming. All right. And then you got concentration. When fully trained, decreases the gun dispersion of a stationary vehicle. Not good on a medium. No, not good at all. That would be great on like a TD. Okay. And, if you look at TDs, I mean, we'll take a look at where's it at? STRB, right? So we have the driver gunner, right? The STRB. So her main qualification, Esther's main qualification is all driving. And then you get the bonus perks of the gunner, right? So I said, yeah, I want because you do say stays. Now, what I don't know, and I can't answer right this second, is like, okay, if you're in an STRB where it's all moving because you have to stay stationary for 3 seconds for this thing to kick in. No, that's the concentration. I'm sorry. So the concentration, step back, rewind. Concentration decreases the gun dispersion of a stationary vehicle by 3.5%. Okay, that would be nice, but you have to. It starts 3 seconds after the vehicle stops, and resets upon movement. So is that movement of the turret if you're like in a Scorpion G, or is it movement of the hull? And in which case, how does that affect the STRB? I don't know. We'll have to see how that works. Of course, then you get your loader, who's also a radio operator. Go ahead and throw that in. Loader, who's also a radio operator. And of course, then they get situational awareness as a main perk. And then what do they get for their secondary perks? Well, then they've got adrenaline rush, intuition, safe stowage, stuff like that. So, on the dual perk players or crew members, I think that would be very beneficial. I think it is. If you, I want to try to stay away from the timed ones. 15 seconds here, 10 seconds there. That type of stuff. But the shell velocity. I mean, the shell velocities on this tank right now are fairly incredible. I mean, I get good shell velocity, but now, bam, you can hit them just that much quicker. So there's a lot of things I think that could be beneficial. All right. Now let's take a look at like a light tank. Let's look at a light tank. Bing, 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 bing. Let's bring in our ELC crew. Let's return them. All right, so the commander. Whew. Man, I have got him ready to go. All right, so what else would I need here? Sound attack, practicality, maybe? What would that do? It does the cooldowns. Aiming time? I don't, this is a spotting vehicle, right? So, I mean, now, what does that do for all the concealment and spotting? So my view range jumps up to 423 from 414. That's good. My signal range up to 46.47 on my concealment from 45.58. So that would be nice, right? I mean, that now it's almost at 50% for this thing, right? So we'll take that. And then What practicality? No. Sound detection? No. Neither one of these is really helping. I guess you know at this point you might go with mentor, maybe. I don't know. Or coordination, aiming speed. You know, practicality is always a good one. I think it's kind of, it's, you know, that's kind of like 6 cents. 10%, reducing from 60 seconds by 10% would be what, 6 seconds? So 54? If I did my math right, again, I'm not a math whiz. As far as radio, now this is good. You know, delay notification of being spotted, situational awareness. Bam, you got to have that. That goes without saying. Communication. So now we're at 45.58, and now we're at the 4603. Weren't we at the 4603 before? See, this is where I think things are kind of getting a little hokey. So in here, 15 seconds after, okay, so emergency is 15 seconds after receiving. That's one of those 15-second ones. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, I mean, maybe we don't do that one because here we're going to get it right off the right off the bat, right? Communication. So we've now taken it to 4603. So what is the equivalence of this once we're hit? So now we're up to 46.92, almost 47% camo stationary. All right. So, I mean, it does all add up, you know, and can come into play. Let's see, jamming, fully decrease your vehicle's remain spotted time by 1.5 seconds. That wouldn't be bad. Oh, we definitely need to have situational awareness. And it'd be nice to know that we're spotted faster than we were. So, you know, I would go with that, you know, and that, you know, really kind of sets up the ELC, you know. So I think there's, you know, long story short, and I'm not going to go through all these, and you've got 30 days once the initial login, once 1.26 drops, you'll have 30 days to test this and you know, wipe your crew for free and reset stuff and do all that. And, you know, people are going to game it. They're going to, you know, gamers are gamers. They're going to figure out the plus minus on everything. And, you know, I'm sure there'll be lots of videos from all the diet, you know, from all the content creators on what you need to do and what you should do and stuff like that. But I would definitely get in and play with it and, you know, kind of see if you could adjust. I do like some of the things. I think, you know, there's a lot of things that you got to go back through. Obviously, situational awareness on a lot of vehicles that might get knocked off, or, you know, two qualification crews, that type of scenario. So you're going to have to go through them. You're going to have to do the plus and minus on it. But, you know, it's just a quick little PSA, something to look forward to, because, you know, Crew 2.0, it is coming. It's going to be here, people. We can't stop it. They're going to force it down our throats. So anyway, that's all I got. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like the video, hit the don't like button. But leave me a comment. Help me with the algorithms. We're trying to get the channel growing here. So anyway, this is Banzi Duck out.